Hi guys, so I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the logo and name design project. So I know you watched the tutorial and you looked at it and were like, huh? And you were like, I have no idea how to do any of that. Um, I know that it involved, drawing by hand and that all of it looked tremendously difficult. I get that. The purpose of showing the video was for you to see the process of designing something. All right. So, you have this product and you have an idea for a product, like, a shoe or a turtle or, whatever. Um, in terms of the drawing, your logo must be drawn by hand first. Okay, for those of you who just said, "Oh my God, are you kidding me? I can't draw." Okay. Well, the thing is there's this great thing called the internet. And that's why I'm on this page. Um, all of these came up as ideas. You know, the Google design, that's an original font. Okay. This is Entertainment Arts, I believe. Okay. Now we're not going for something like Apple right now, although you will have to have an image at some point. Okay. Facebook, I mean, come on. Could that be an easier logo to draw? Okay. Now let's think about it again. You have to draw something. I need a circle. Okay, well, you could try to freehand a circle, which honestly, if you could do that, that's great. But if you can't freehand a circle, well, what do? You find something that you can trace, right? Um, we know that there are thousands of fonts on the web. There is no reason why you simply can't go in and say, okay, I want my O to kind of look like this. All right, so I'm going to trace the O a little bit, and then I'm going to alter it just a little tiny bit so that it actually looks like my O. All right. Um, the thing is your logo design does not need to, sorry, the name design does not need to be perfect. That's the purpose of Illustrator. Illustrator will help make it perfect. And if you go back and you look at that guy's design again, what he does is he goes through and like the O is a little bit off and he uses Illustrator to correct the O and make it look absolutely perfect. That's the point of Illustrator. So as I'm going through designs here, I look at Gwen's, and Gwen, your entire idea looks fine. No problem. Although I never knew you'd be, the makeup person. Um, anyhow, but the beauty shop logo looks fine. I will. I don't have Illustrator at home, so it's hard for me to do tutorials for you. I am going to do my best to get some tutorials so that I can show you how you would make that. For instance, Gwen's is a beauty shop. Make that be perfect by using Illustrator to do that. Um, as I'm going through and I look through Tiffany's, Tiffany, the ones that you have at the top that are sketchier, um, those, boy, I'd have to think about how to do those on Illustrator. They can be done, but they're going to be a little bit harder. Things on the second page where you have more solid letters are going to be more effective. Um, Going on through, so Trevor's got watches. Um, in terms of yeah, in terms of watches, I would think of a way of, maybe the A is actually a watch face. Things like that are really effective in logos. Um, Laura, you haven't gotten far along. Corinne, I've what you've got the Corinne's Charming Cats, not a problem. Remember that you'd only have to do one word on Illustrator. The other stuff can simply be, you can choose Times Roman and type it out, Charming Cats. Um, and um, Paige, yours has Lori's name on it, so I'm not sure what you're going for there. The Lori looks like a nice font, but we got to kind of go from there. All right. Um, so I know I've talked and you've had the privilege of watching this lovely screen, but going through and finding finding a name that you like is the way you go. And then you sample, you change, you alter, and you make it interesting. Haven't even touched color in there. I could babble on for centuries. Okay, so please try to just simply get that name down. So in the case of Gwen's, beauty shop. In the case of Tiffany, she's look like she's doing just Tiffany. Okay, which is funny because you could just do Tiffany's. But just get that name down, turn it in. then what we're going to be doing is we're going to take a picture of that, take the picture, put it onto Illustrator, and then alter it on Illustrator. All right, so I hope that explains everything effectively, and good luck.